Ford Raptor R, Honda celebrating 50th anniversary of Civic, and most powerful Italian hypercar in the history. All this and more in today's episode. My name is Stan and this is the Motor News. Honda is celebrating 50 years of Civic. Honda already created 11 generations with nearly 30 million cars sold globally. Also, Civic is one of the top 3 best-selling cars in America over the past 5 decades. Civic, one of the most important models in the entire history of Honda. This model sold literally everywhere around the world in numerous versions and is now an icon. So let's take a look on some short history facts. First generation Civic was assembled in Japan and sold more than 1 million units in about 4 years. The second generation arrived in 1979, bringing improved engines and 5-speed manual transmission, as well as the sedan and wagon body styles. The fourth generation arrived with the side airbags for all trims levels in the Civic's lineup, and anti-lock brakes were also introduced as an option in select models, and of course famous VTEC valve control system. The 7th generation Civic was 16.5 inches longer than their first-gen model, and customers could buy it with a hybrid powertrain even. The 8th generation Civic then debuted in 2005 with pronounced triangle design elements that continue to trigger debates. The 10th generation Civic came with newer engine options and slightly improved CVT. As a noticeable addition were an all-new 2017 Civic hatchback and a stunning Civic Type R. The first iteration of the Type R arrived with a 306 horsepower and 20-inch wheels. Civic Type R sets a new record for the front-wheel drive cars at the Nürburgring. So, Honda Civic doesn't appear to be going anywhere for a long time. Happy birthday! (2024) Chevrolet Blazer EV. Chevrolet hasn't released horsepower figure for the 1LT, 2LT or S model yet, but the SS model will come exclusively with a 557 horsepower electric powertrain with a standard all-wheel drive. That model, according to the Chevy, will go 0 to 60 miles in under 4 seconds. Interesting that Blazer EV can be front, rear or even all-wheel drive plus special version for police. The cheapest 1LT version is available only with a front-wheel drive and range of 247 miles per charge, while 2LT models can be handled with either front or all-wheel drive and reach 290 miles. Inside the Blazer EV comes with a large infotainment screen that measures 17.7 inches diagonally on the center of the dashboard. There is also an 11-inch display for the digital instrument cluster. GM Super Cruise Advanced driving assistance system is an option. Interesting feature, Blazer EV doesn't have any start buttons. Car will detect a key inside the driver, just need to press brake pedal to awake the vehicle. Car will have a different color trims inside, as well as a lot of safety tech, such as automatic emergency braking, forward collision alert, front pedestrian braking, following distance indicator, lane keeping assist with a lane departure warning, and smart headlights. Yeah! Reverse automatic braking and park assist are also available. The police pursuit vehicle model will also arrive in the first quarter of 2024. It will use an SS grade as a standard point and will come with the largest battery that can provide range up to 320 miles. Law enforcement will be able to select rear or all-wheel drive layouts. I always try to find news for everyone, but this particular one touched my heart. The US Post Service introduced 5 new stamps into its Forever Stamps collection. The lineup of the stamps, including the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302, the 69 Camaro Z28, 69 AMC Javelin SST and the 70 Dodge Charger RT, and the last one, 67 Mercury Cougar XR7 GT. The introduction of the Pony Car Forever stamps will happen on August 25th. It will be held at the Great American Stamp Show in California. The ceremony is free and open to the public. Customers can buy the stamps from any different ways, through the postal store website or calling special number, and I will definitely try to get one special for me. The most powerful Italian car in history is finally in official production mode, the Pininfarina Batista, but I still like name Codalunga more, right? Built on a Rimac Nivera platform with electric motors, drive 1900 horsepower to all four wheels. 1900 horsepower car! The price? $2 million. Pininfarina reports that 0 to 60 miles an hour car will go in 1.8 seconds. Also, company claims the car doing great on a racetrack, and I say don't expect to see this car on the road or especially on a racetrack. It's a toy and investment. I think it's the last hypercars that I'm going to news about, honestly, because they all just stay in the garages and never go out. Because it's still an electric car, Batista is EPA rated for 300 miles of combined range. First customer Luciano Colosio, who told Financial Times that he has at one time owned a McLaren F1, Bugatti Veyron, two Aston Martins 177S and numerous Ferrari. The publication says Colosio once had a strict V12 only policy for his cars, and I like it. This man knows what he wants, but I would add some V10 and V8s for complete Holy Trinity collection. V10 I would take Carrera GT and Corvette previous generation 7 for V8. Now that customer decided to go electric because he thinks now the powertrain is good enough to compete with V12s. Pininfarina going to build 150 Batistas. Ford unveiled F-150 Raptor R, and it's interesting because Raptor is already a sport version of 150 truck, as much as a pickup truck can be sporty, but looks like the R version is a sport version of the sport version. Raptor R is our ultimate Raptor, says Carl Widman, Ford Performance Chief Engineer. Ford borrowed the 5.2-liter supercharged V8 from the Mustang Shelby GT500. It has been modified to make 700 horsepower, 60 less than GT500. Ford says the setup increased torque delivery in the low end and middle part of the ref range to offer more performance and the speeds that where customers spend most of their driving time. Ford said that the super truck is inspired by budget off-roaders, so a seriously suspension was absolutely necessary. Fitted with a 5-link rear suspension, the Raptor R gets extra long trailing arms to better maintain axle position over rough terrain. Fox Life valve shocks were tuned to balance ride quality and roll control on and off the road. Thanks to the fancy electronic suspension, drivers can opt for the budget mode that increases the front spring rate by 5% for better ride quality. The Raptor R also comes with a normal, quiet and sport mode that, among other things, adjusts the active valves in a dual exhaust system that has a through pass-through mufflers. Ford has given the F-150 Raptor R some unique design features. The hood, for instance, has a power dome that raises an inch higher than the hood on the base Raptor, while the grille features the aftermaker's name on a bold lettering. A special graphic package can be fitted to the rear fender that was inspired by the cracked desert earth. Inside, the Raptor R gets standard Recaro seats upholstered with a black leather and Alcantara. Real carbon fiber can be found on the doors, the media bin door and the upper parts of the instrument panel. It also has a 12-inch infotainment screen with a Sync 4 technology that's capable for getting updates over the air and running Apple CarPlay and Android Auto without BMW subscription plan. Prices for the super truck starts at $110,000, that's $37,000 more than standard F-150 Raptor. And this is everything for today, guys. I hope you like this episode, and as always, please like, comment below, press the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you in the next video.